please. Well, let's see if... Oh, here he is. Here's Fashionably Late. Yeah, I'll put the link out now for you. So I've got an important video I want to play shortly to find two psychos, two teenagers who are destined to be psychopaths if they're not caught. And the police have put a call out for them, but I'll wait for his nibs, Mr. Fashionably Late, to make his entrance. And I don't think I've got me moderator, have I, again? Oh, so just waiting for his lord. Oh, here he is. Oh, very nice. I'll cut you on now. Here we are.
Hello.
Anyway,
How you doing?
All right, not bad. I've got a video to play though, because I want to play this because it's absolutely horrific. Two kids in Ruslip the police are out looking for them. It's all over X. They tortured and unalived, shall we put it that way?
Yeah.
Two kittens, but they were filmed running away from the scene. Well, walking to and running away. So I just want to play this, Craig. If anyone recognize these, and it's on me channel, if you want to copy it, share it, put it up on your post.
Right,
this is the video. The Metropolitan Police are appealing for information on these two individuals who are teenagers from Ruslip who tortured and killed two kittens. If you have any information, please dial 101, give them the reference number CAD 3355/03 MAY. Yeah, we've got to catch those two because you know what they're going to grow up to be, don't you?
Yeah, potential serial killers.
Oh, do you know what I wanted to say so much when it's like making that video, but I thought no.
And the cat's in that duffel bag or something.
Yeah, they got them tortured.
Oh my god!
It's apparently horrible what they found at the scene, and so that. Well, let's hope that. But people, well, you know what it's like. They'll be found out, and
hello, Sharon. I'd just like to get the
I don't care if they are teenagers. They need out. They need out. They do.
Yeah, she looks young, does she?
I don't care how young she is.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know, but she's a monster. So
yeah,
and so is he. So the two of them need pulling. Oh, there's Sharon. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Kelsey. Oh, she's managed to turn up, Craig. My mod's managed to, to appear.
Who knows, Julie? Who knows why?
What?
Is it a bad thing or a good thing? Because I'm not going to be on Northern King's thing. It was funny last time.
Northern King. So I didn't go near there now because he's got a couple of people there that, I'll just get cut into, so I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. So I like Northern King, but I say I didn't communicate with him.
All right,
just have to be careful. But anyway, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. Just the hot weather, man. Like I want it when it out there, and then when it's there, I'm complaining.
Do you know what? They're going on about this heat. Like, it's absolute nonsense. I remember 1976. If you want a heat wave, go back to 1976.
My mum told me, man, you could fry eggs on the fucking outside.
I'm sure she didn't say on the effing, did she?
Nah.
I'm sure your woman
fry eggs
on a lady. Yeah, a lady. She didn't say on the effing. I can tell you now. I'm not going to go into a big long diatribe in the old days, but it was that hot. You had to be careful crossing the road. No, the tarmac melted. That's how hot it was. They used to have sprayers on the tarmac. Then the water dried up. People couldn't get water, but I'd say the worst part of it was we got these plagues of ladybirds. For somehow the ladybirds loved this and they started overbreeding, and you just wake up and there'd be a carpet of red everywhere. You couldn't see cars that were covered in ladybirds, that many of them. Billions of ladybirds. That was the worst. But yeah, you'd walk over the tarmac, and if you had rubber soles, they'd just start melting with the tarmac. It was absolutely.
Why,
It
why
was.
is that information in there, and like what like Craig Styles? Are they even my name, man? What you trying to imply, bro? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I haven't read it. What is it?
Like I don't mind the squirrel thing, man. Actually, I got attacked by a squirrel when I was a kid, man. It was only a baby when I went up to it, and it clung onto my leg, and I had shorts on as well. Scratched my leg to hell, man.
Don't talk to me about squirrels. One did a dump on me once.
How's
A
that?
big, and it was like just a sloppy right down, much worse than any bird crab. I mean, just a big sloppy brown slop.
How's
Oh,
that
that's
happen
horrible.
now?
I was walking, taking a shortcut, and there's loads of trees either side of this, where you're walking the road, you're walking down, loads of them. No traffic or anything. And next thing, I'm just merrily walking down, and this bleeding, I just say, and all this cack all down my shoulder. And I saw the little thing running away. I thought, yeah, get your
Squirrel.
time. Yeah, right on me. But they amuse me. The cat, my cat I've got, God, they torment him. They torment him when he's in the garden. They'll see him and they'll start jumping over him. They'll just say, ha ha ha, you're not going to get it. And another, yesterday was funny. My neighbours just had a pond built next door. And so all the wildlife's going there. The cat goes there. The magpies there. We've got loads of magpies. And the magpies are going up to pulling his tail. Jumping out and pulling his tail. And he can't get them. Well, no cats can get them. They're too fast for them. But
Let's answer Donny's question. Donny from Donny, right? I ain't worried about it because like I've got like X-ray proof. It ain't like I'm just on the mental health grip. You know what I mean? I've got that as well. As well as bone issues, man. So I ain't worried. That's where I come from.
I'm not on benefits. So it doesn't affect me. I'm not on benefits. So let's see. You've deleted what? What's that? I said this last time. I've deleted. Oh, I see. I see. Styles.
Something's just Northern King, man. Somebody said to give you a message, like Josh asked you to get in touch with him. Does that mean anything to you?
No. Don't know anyone called
somebody
Josh.
said Josh wants to speak, get in touch with you. Somebody asked me to say that to you.
Don't know who the hell he is.
You know what I mean? I don't either.
Unless it's not that rapper fella, is it? From Manchester.
No, he just said, I said Josh who, man? Nah, just Josh. Just Josh.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, he'll have to contact me. He'll have to contact me via my email. I haven't got a clue. I think I might know who it is, but I might be wrong at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. I've passed the message on now anyway, so it's done. I've done my bit.
Anyway, YouTube drama. I'm still getting sickening emails off Jim Smith. You know,
I was speaking to him last night, man.
Well, he's still trying to get he's still trying to, with me.
He seemed like he was over it a bit, like they keep bringing you up. I thought he was like getting better.
I don't know about bringing me up. He'd like to get up there. I'm telling you now, he would, Craig. He'd like to get up there. That's for sure. Definitely would. Here we are, Donny. You literally need to be incapable of showering. I think what it is with the PIP, if that's what you must be talking about.
Yeah.
It was getting abused, and I could never understand why. And this is where I couldn't work out, Craig, how someone that's got mental health issues, throwing money at them will cure the mental health issues. It doesn't quite work like that. I think it would be better to try and get them into work So they're focused. I mean, not work like working behind a till or in a shop, not talking about work that is dreary, but doing something that they can handle, that they can do to deflect from the mental health issues. But I don't know how throwing money at someone. It's the same with alcoholics and drug users. How the hell is throwing money at them going to help them? No, what it does is actually gives them the money so they can go out and buy the stuff that they're
Yeah,
addicted
I
to.
know exactly, but like they should like give it out like when you've been clean, like, and then put your money up. For instance, like if you stay clean, man, that'd be a good idea
But why should they do that?
because it's like rewarding like a
No,
good
why should
behavior.
you
And
Reward? This is where it's all wrong, Craig. Where everything's
no,
wrong now.
right,
Why
you've
should
never been through addiction, and have you? So
I
you'll
don't
never
care.
know.
I don't care. No,
You'll
right.
never know.
I don't
No,
see
you call
why
go on a level. You call talk about
someone
addiction
can
on a
go.
level, and
If let's put it this way, right? You want to come. You're the one that's addicted, right? You're the one that's got addiction. Yeah, there should be help out there for addiction. But why should it be like because it's going to benefit you? Why should everyone this say? Oh, I could never understand that. It's like
why?
it's in
Why?
your own
Because
benefit.
you'll never know because you don't know how hard it is. You know what I mean? If
I
you've
know
been
how
through it,
hard
you'd
it
know
was,
it'd be
Craig.
worth applauding.
I know how hard it was, Craig, to be absolutely exhausted, totally mentally down on the floor, right, and having to step out on the stage and perform. I remember that. I remember my father when he died, right. I couldn't go to his funeral because was in a contract to perform. I
I
can
don't
remember
get
having
the
to go on that
analogy.
stage. I can remember going on that stage feeling like I just wanted to die, but I had to put a big smile on my face and do it. And I had to do that night after night. And that's what
No,
I
you
mean.
don't.
I didn't expect people to suddenly start stand up applauding me
You
or
could have
announcing
said
it.
no.
What?
You could have said no. I don't want to do
Couldn't.
it.
You couldn't. It's when you're working under a contract, you can be sued.
Can you? Well, I'd
Yeah.
just like feign illness.
You can't look right, I tell you now, you don't understand the entertainment industry. You'll never get work again. That's another thing that you have. They're
You'll
very
never
strict.
work in this town again,
That's
darling.
it,
Is
right?
one of them.
So don't I mean I say I admire anyone that gets off it, but I can't see why throwing at the money at does it. I knew someone met a woman, right? This
No,
is where I've got
and you
give
said
up
you
pay
don't
a bit.
understand why they just keep giving like addicts more, more
Yeah,
money,
they should.
and I said they should like give them like less money, and then when they get clean and then like
No,
better, then it should go
no,
up a bit.
no, they shouldn't
Why
give them
not?
any money. Full stop. Full stop. It should be for people who have genuine physical illness. If someone can't work because of mental illness, I'm not saying that someone because of mental illness isn't incapacitated. I'm not saying that someone that's got addiction can't be considered incapacitated until they get
But if
off that
somebody's got
addiction.
anxiety that bad, man, every time the door knocks, man, them like, you know what I mean? How about them kind of people?
But
Them
why just
deserve it as
giving them
well.
money? It doesn't help them get with that. It doesn't help them get out the door, does it?
It
Giving them
helps
money.
with like, oi, everything's getting more expensive, and it like keeps them alive, man. Gives it personal independent payment. It's to keep people right. Because why should people like them just have no life? You know what I
Tell you
mean?
what,
It gives them a bit of
I tell you
money.
what, move over to America and tell them who don't get
I
anything
don't
like
live
that.
in America.
But that's what I'm saying. Why is it soft touch? Britain gets it. Oh dear, you've got mental health issues. We've got to give you
They've got
money.
their own stuff going on over there, man. With that, they have their
Well,
own stuff, food stamps,
yeah, they're
benefits.
more
Yeah,
of
they
an
do, man.
incentive than a reward, I think. I wouldn't say it's an incentive, Kelsey. I wouldn't because it's the same thing. It's like the thing with schools, right? And this is another issue. Why is it they always have something for the kids who play up, but the kids who don't play up, the kids who actually put their heads down and don't go off the rails, get sod all.
No, but they do, man, because they get to go on outings, and if you play up at school, you are allowed to go on them things, man.
No, no. I've seen it happening, Craig. I've seen it happening. I'm not saying you shouldn't help people, but what I'm saying is there's
Yeah,
this
you got to think, why is
expectation.
that kid acting like that though at that school? What's going on at home? You got to look at all these factors.
What I know, kids, we didn't have it years ago, Craig, and kids just had to get on it. The days when your parents could smack you about bounce you off the walls and no one would
But
do anything.
nobody knew any different back then, and
No,
like
they
that's
did
the
know different.
difference.
They did know different. But one thing
Nah,
was you
nah,
didn't get
times have
taken on a
changed.
trip. You didn't get taken on a trip. What would happen? You'd go to Borsal, which everyone was terrified
Yeah.
of.
You get hit
Terrified.
in school back then, man. God,
I
you get
know, I
hit in
know.
school.
So you don't know how bloody good you've got it nowadays. Are you, baby? Was it? Some need more attention than the others because they have to make it a different way of learning. See, I agree with that. Some kids need to learn, but what I'm saying,
And
Bibby, is
what you've
why
just
is it?
told me,
Wait
right?
a
I
minute.
think
Wait
you've
a
got
minute.
some
Wait.
PTSD over that bar.
Wait a minute. Craig won't let you get a sentence out. He's got to jump in. And maybe if he was pulled up when he was a kid, he wouldn't do that. That's my whole point. Instead of, oh, come on, Craig, let's take you to Disneyland because you're playing up, because you interrupt people. Let's take you to Disneyland. Hey, I know the score. Anyway, yeah, what I'm saying is that the emphasis now is on, oh, well, let's look at the kids with the problem, but not let's look at the kids who actually behave themselves. Why not give them an incentive? They don't get an incentive. They just get on with it. Go on, I'll allow you to talk now.
Hey, I'm allowed to speak now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a minority of people like who behave badly. It's a minority, and the rest don't. That's the reason why.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Of course, it is.
And you know I'm an expert in this.
I mean, go on then.
Well, I'm not really. I made that up, but it sounds
I
impressive.
know,
when I say
yeah.
it.
Oh, that's why I said go on then. It's
Do you want to pop on,
porcupine.
Do you want to pop on, baby?
Oh, you've just reminded me of something, man. I watched a documentary like the other day, like about like it was called Little Lady Fauntleroy. You remember that little
Oh,
weird kid, like who did the
Lauren.
antiques on Wogan?
I know Lauren Harris. I've interviewed her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Her family, they all make up their own doctorates, man. Like they call themselves like
No. Don't go.
PhDs
I'm
and that.
trying to, Craig. I'm trying to get Lauren on again. I'm approaching Lord Trafford on again, so please. But saw that I hadn't seen it. She did this show where she came on completely nude. Now, if people don't know, Lauren is a
Has
trans
had it chopped?
woman,
Has had it inverted?
and she said to me when she was on the live, she said it took 15 years before her body started developing. Like a woman, she said when she first got the operation, she was really depressed because she said she looked in the mirror and thought, this isn't what I was expecting. Well, she's naked in this show. Craig, she has got a woman's body. Even
I
her
know.
backside is a
I
woman's
was
shape
just about to
backside.
say that. I was just about
Yeah.
to. That's the one person I'd believe. Like I was born in, like looking at her, like even as a kid, man, you can see, like you can see that you
Yeah.
walk quite right, man. You know what I mean?
That's it. But you can, when you look at her, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know when she's got no clothes on that she wasn't born a woman. Baby, do you want to come on or you're going to ignore me?
Now, did you
Do you
see
know?
that? If you see it, and Keith Allen does the documentary. It come up on my
Yeah.
YouTube feed the other day.
Yeah.
And
I saw it.
it's interesting because he goes and stays with the family a bit, and the ending is brilliant. I'm
Where
gonna
he
give it
kicks
away.
off
Like,
on them. Oh, I know.
have
I've
you
seen.
watched it?
Yeah, saw it years ago when it was first out.
All right, I only
Yeah,
seen it first the other day.
she's a very interesting individual. Had
No,
a very
the fucking
yeah.
whole family, man.
I,
Sorry, swearing, but like the dad burnt his like fancy dress shop down in Wales to
no.
try and get the
Allegedly,
insurance.
Will you shut up?
No, he got
Allegedly,
done for it. He got
shut up. He might have
convicted.
got done to it. A man's just been freed from prison who was done for
So
murder. Is that you, baby? Just say yes in the
I
thing,
know.
yo. If it's that you. Yeah, so don't. I'm trying to get Lauren on here. Don't mess her up for me. Oh, here we are then.
Yeah, what's
You,
up, man?
baby?
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I see that you're there.
All right, Lauren.
I see your friend's been getting a bit of stick lately, Kev. Well, yesterday,
Oh, yeah,
Pizza
yeah.
Gate.
Yeah, yeah. The pizza man's frighten the
should
life
have
out of
Selling
him.
phone. Have you got a phone for sale, Kev? Any phones for sale, Kev?
Yeah.
I heard him saying someone phoned him. I didn't hear that. Someone phoned him up.
yeah,
The
yeah.
iPhone 13 was from 2020, like 2002 or something.
He said the iPhone 13 was from 2006, and then he said that was 24 years ago, and then he went
Yeah.
on for about 2 minutes about why would someone want a 24-year-old phone?
Is it your video, 8BB? I've watched your video.
If he wasn't a bonce, I would leave him alone because he is. It would almost seem like bullying, but he is a proper monster.
Do you
That's
know
the only
who?
reason I go after him.
You know who he reminds me of? Do you remember that? Oh, what was his name? Rick Productions. Do you remember him? Do you remember him?
I'm sure someone
No.
showed me him. I'm sure
And
someone
what
showed me
he
him.
did, he let it. Much
He was a
worse
bit
than
of a
Kev.
bonce as well, weren't he?
Well, what he did, he let it out that he'd watched had disturbing images of children with this fellow, and this fellow was actually in prison. His husband was in prison for abusing two special needs children. Couldn't get sick, he could. And he got hammered. He couldn't come on YouTube, and he was defiant. He was going to keep on coming on, but they eventually got rid of him. Oh, they wouldn't. He'd go online, and everything would just go absolutely mad. All sorts of stuff happening.
As it should, though. Really.
Yeah.
If someone's gonna mess with kids, it's they don't
Oh,
deserve peace
BB,
again.
have you? I bet you've heard of Cyrax, say in America.
Yeah, but he's like thingy, but he's like
weird.
so mongoloided. Like I don't think he even knows what day
Nah,
it is.
listen. I've been looking into him a bit, right? You know what he did when he was younger, man? He fucking raped a blind kid.
I knew he'd do something. Like that. You just can't help yourself, can you, Craig? I'm not going to go back now to edit everything.
He does seem like a proper wrong'un, but he does also seem
No,
like
he's
totally
admitted,
mongoloided.
man.
Yeah,
It's all part of his law, man. It's the law of Cyrax, the internet goblin, man.
That Cyrex is inbred. He definitely looks inbred, mate.
Oh,
he
he's
definitely
weird.
does.
He's the weird thing.
He's like a
so you know who
goblin
he
from
is,
like
Anne?
Lord of the Rings or something. He's like proper.
Look, if you want to be in the know, Craig, you actually ask me. I know it all. I'm the one with all the info. I've got the latest. I'm the one.
So you've been following Cyrax, man?
No, I haven't been following Cyrax. I know about Cyrax.
I watch a couple of channels that like talk about him.
You know that, baby. You know if you want to be in with the latest, you just follow me. I mean, I know all the trends. I know everything. I'm right there. I've got my ear to the ground. I hear those horses hoof miles away before anyone else does. That's what I do.
Fascinating now, the American trolling, man, to me. I love it.
I think their trolling is a lot worse than ours. A lot.
I don't know, though. They are getting petrol bombed and shit, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're getting swatted. They're getting the police to kill them for them.
Yeah.
Who we talking? Wait a minute. Who we talking about now?
Just American trolls.
You don't want to
talk
about it, but it's in the news, and like, fucking, what's been going on with the cockerels?
Will you stop your swearing, kissing, dirty mouth.
It's my vernacular, man. I
don't care what your vernacular. Look, you're not now going to get this. Oh, poor boy, you've got issues. Oh, poor boy, you won't get that with me. You'll behave yourself. I don't play into this. Yeah,
I don't play the victim. You never see me playing the victim.
Oh, little boy, you've got problems. You've got ADHD. I know you've got that. That's for freaking saying.
You've got PTSD from them ballet days when you was forced out on stage. How about them apples?
I have. And do I ask for paper money? And yet
you probably get a policeman's pension, don't you?
Oh my God! If you lot knew what it was like to be a child put out to work to earn a wage as a child.
You had to feed your family, man. Oh, they used to pay you in bread and fucking water or something.
Hey, stop it, Oh, and having to go out there and please an audience. The pressure of it. Oh my God. It was terrible.
Why did you have to, though, man? What made it so like?
It was terrible. Because in those days, we had to do what we were told.
I know, I get that.
Nah, it wasn't all that bad. I mean, it was difficult. It was hard. It was could be most of the time extremely bored on the training, but it didn't. It didn't.
You had other kids by you doing the same nowadays. So
But the thing
I bet
is, when you do something from a kid, from a 5-year-old, it's normal to you. That was normality to me. But it wasn't anything horrific or anything like that or anything bad. I just joke about it. But yeah, it could at times, like anything in life, there's nothing worse than having to step on the stage when you absolutely feel like you just want to go into a corner, cover yourself up and not communicate when you know you've got to go on stage. Not only be happy, you've got to do movements that are extremely difficult and you've got to keep your concentration going.
you
But
don't have to
again,
answer them. But like,
it
how
didn't damage me.
come you stopped doing that? Like, was you going to be a professional? Like, or
I was a professional
that's what I mean. Why did you stop?
because I was 24, my papa passed away, and I knew I got to face soloist and I knew I wasn't going to get any higher. And so I thought, you know what? I thought I love it, but I'm going to give it up. It's time to give it up. So I gave it up then. So
Fair enough.
my career was shorter than my training.
It's like a kid who's good at football, like, and they get so far and they've hit the ceiling, kind of thing. Is that what it was?
Now, what is especially with ballet, you've got to have this to. It's not enough to be, which I was technically proficient, being able to do it. I could technically do, which isn't surprising, seeing as did it from when it was 5, me training. But you've got to have this magic, and you can't train that into someone. And if you understood ballet and dancing, you'd know. You'll see some dancers and they just blow you away. Now, it's not that the technique is any better than anyone else's. There's something about them that just makes some magic appear. And I was never going to have that magic. So I thought, what's the point of carrying on?
Yeah, man. You have to be unique. You have to stick out from everyone else, don't you? You know what I mean? Like to get there, I reckon.
To be a major, to be one of the premier dancers, yeah. Anyway, Bibby Boopy, come on, you start giving us some information. You're sitting there very quiet.
Now let's talk about Danny G a little bit, man, and his golf escapades.
Hey, well,
what do you think about that?
Let's say it about Bibby. I just said Bibby. See, you're doing
I thought you said, what's Bibby been talking about? Like, sorry, Bibby, man.
No, there's nothing going on with me, but yeah, I don't really watch the Danny G stuff, to be honest.
I'll just keep up with it because there's
it's
so
funny
many
to dip in and
videos.
out of, but then it's just sort of everyone's doing it at the moment. It's just very oversaturated. I just can't really watch it. Like there is, if I watch like a short clip, it'll be funny, but I wouldn't sit there and watch them for an extended period of time.
No,
he was.
I don't know. I'm sub to the channel, so it's my fault. Like, but there's so many Danny G channels now either.
Oh, there's loads.
Like Edgog Man's talking about him. Like he's got his own other channel. Yeah. Like he's the most talked about man.
It's actually pretty decent business. Like if you want to fucking like grow or something, like Danny G stuff is probably quite good at the moment. But
what it was with him, I remember him when he first, because I was talking to Sean Atwood at the time.
I'll get better numbers off the cocktail stuff.
Go on, interrupt me.
Anyway,
right, I was talking, and Sean Atwood was the first one who brought him to the public attention. And I remember it was at the time that Sean lost his channel. Now, before he lost his channel, Danny G was all, I don't care, because it was Daddygate. That was all the time of Daddygate kicking off and all this. And he was going, I don't care what Sean gets up to in his own time with his beard and all that. I don't care. And he was doing all this, Danny G, because he was being interviewed by him. Anyway, Sean lost his channel. Next thing, Danny G was on his channel when he was being asked about Sean Atwood, what Sean Atwood had been getting up to. Oh, I don't care about Sean Atwood. I have nothing to do with I care. It's got nothing to do with me. Joan come to me. He wasn't defending him then. And I said to him, I said, you two-faced get. I said, you are right up as a-hole. I said, when you thought he was going to interview you, now he's lost his channel. Well, Sean got his channel back, didn't he? And next thing was, Don't you ask me about Sean. I don't care what Sean gets up to. I'm going to talk to Sean. That's what he's like. And so I
What, like
knew then,
having a traffic girl, supposedly traffic girl, and then like
which she
moving
wasn't.
in with her.
Which she
I
wasn't.
know. I had my suspicions at the time because
Yeah.
they seem.
Well,
They
you
look
want to
like
hear
it
what
was.
Craig? I don't know whether you remember what I got. The message I got off him, an email. I'm told this was for anyone saw Callie. You say that I don't genuinely help these victims of grooming and all that. I'm helping the trafficked girl at the moment. So anyway, I thought good on you. Though if you're going to actually help someone this time, instead of saying that you were on a mission but not actually helping anyone, just talking about
He helped
really
his way into her pants, man. You know what I mean?
disturbing things. Anyway, next thing I saw it, and I got onto it, said, I hate to tell you this, Sean, but I said, a 30-year-old woman, she was 30 then, I'm sure she was, I said, isn't what you describe as being a child. I said, where's that come from? And as I watched her, suddenly got alarm bells going. And I thought, I don't like this. There's something odd about this. I don't like it. I don't believe what she's saying, for one. And then it twigged. They're in a relationship together. And I was right. Like I said, he was in a relationship with Jen, and Jen was all, oh, isn't it terrible just because I'm a woman? They think I have to be in a relationship with them to be on the show. Well, she got up the duff some way, didn't she, with this kid?
Yeah.
So I was right again. I could read that. This is why it used to amuse me when people would say Sean was gay.
Shaq Wood, man. No,
Don't make me laugh.
He's a freaky guy, though. He's very freaky
He was,
because I
he was
watched his
definitely,
True
he was
Geordie.
definitely a bit fruity, but he weren't gay.
It was.
Did you watch his True Geordie? But he likes things shoved up his like
Hey,
backside.
stop it. We're not talking about that. You know what, baby? Right, this is
No, the True Geordie podcast, man. When
I
Sean
know.
Atwood
You know
was
what?
on.
Don't talk about True Geordie to me.
Why not, man?
Don't talk about True Geordie. They were the ones. Do you remember he went on there and he was more or less going on about me, saying that I'd made all this up about him, and that you had the True Geordie. What was the little fella, not the big beefy one, no, the other one that was on there. What's his name? The skinny one.
Lawrence.
Yeah,
Lawrence.
he's psychic.
He turned round.
Robin.
I'll give him psyche. Anyway, he turned round and said to Sean, no, it's the big one, said to Sean, what's a hermaphrodite? And so his mate turned around. You can't see me doing it, but he got his fingers, made a movement, went, like this, no one. And I thought, you cheeky get. And I
I
thought,
don't remember that
Oh,
from the thingies.
I
I
was
remember watching
fuming.
the True Geordie things, but I don't actually remember him doing them, no.
So I
I
said
was
to them,
shocked he had him on. He had Sean Atwood on. I was like,
well, he
Yeah.
helped them, didn't he? In the
Yeah,
early
true.
days. So they were
Mm.
just paying them back. But yeah, they helped him in the early days. But as I say, it just all blew over, passed over. I'm sorry it happened now, because that Dadgate thing just got blown beyond what you could ever. Oh, but anyway,
What do you
going
think
back to
about that Virginia Dufresne, man? That's mad, isn't it? That's mad.
which
Like it was in a car accident and then killed herself like afterwards.
who?
The Epstein victim, you know, Prince Andrew, the
Oh
one.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
But this
man.
is the
Like that
thing,
mad.
right? Do you know the way they're going on, right, about her? If she'd been in England when that happened, you know, when she was with Prince Andrew, she would have been. That wouldn't have been a criminal offence.
I know it wouldn't.
It's only, but people were going on just because.
But it is though. It is because there's been traffic from America
Oh
for
yeah,
specific
from that
purposes.
side it
So
would. But age-wise, when they were saying about the age in this country, no one would be considered a predator.
Yeah, but it would be sex trafficking, wouldn't it? So it would
Oh,
still
yeah,
be a crime.
and she and where she's from, it is a crime, innit?
Yeah.
So
I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
no,
So
he's just a creepy guy, man. You can tell he's lying in his interview, man. Prince Andrew, fuck, you know. Sorry, ooh, vernacular.
yeah, no vernacular, dirty potty mouth. That's what it is. Dirty. Oh, did you hear Bibby? Did you hear what Bibby said to me? You didn't, Craig, did you?
What did I say?
Did you hear what he said to me, Craig?
Go on.
Do you know what? When you want him to talk, he doesn't, does he, Bibby? He just shuts up when you want him to talk. Now, I was saying to Bibby, I was in the chat, right, talking to my willful mod, you know, who was sitting there being willful as usual. And so I said to her, and someone said, oh, they've got dirty mouths on here, haven't they? Now, instead of repentance, grief, and remorse, I got told by Bibby, oh, it's my channel now, and you'll just have to put up with it. Isn't that nice?
I said to
Isn't
cover
that
your
nice?
ears.
Cover me ears, yeah, cover your ears. Isn't that nice? I thought that's nice. Oh, very, very nice. But yeah,
I'll set up some electric to my balls every time I swear I get a shock. Will that do you?
Are they big enough to feel it?
Yeah. What do you want about? Don't matter
Are
if
they
I'm
big-
small, I'm still gonna feel it. You know.
I don't know. I've never tried it.
I swore, man. I swore.
So anyway, any more? Come on, baby. You must have some gossip. Come on. Any gossip, YouTube gossip you want to discuss?
Yeah, what Brett May? How about that? We talk about
Since when your
I've,
name been Bibby?
I don't know. For the past couple of weeks, I've just been sort of half turned off by the dark side. It just seems like every
Oh, I have a break, Bibby, from time to
every
time. Like,
single day, it's just people shouting at each other, and it's
Yeah.
like, wow, it's like really, I'm sitting there wasting my time watching this. I've been
Yeah.
watching Aaron mostly. I don't know if you've seen him on my channel. I share
the
him quite a
fishing
lot.
guy.
The American guy.
Aztec. Oh, I
No,
thought he was on about
no.
Aztec video. But
No, definitely not Aztec. No, but
Oh
Aaron,
yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who
Mm.
you're talking. Yeah, you do get. I think what it is, you have to just, not get dragged into it. Like I'll have a joke about Jim Smith, but I'm not getting into it with Jim Smith because it's not worth it. It's not worth doing. I'll have a joke about who else, JDP, but it's just it's just a joke. Because I think if you take it too seriously, you can really drag people down.
Yeah, it's like it's very. Some people treat it like real life. Like I went on to the Northern Kings last night at I don't know, like 10 o'clock, and that Dan Riley was shouting at people, and then I went.
oh
And I
man,
weren't sleeping, and I went back in there about 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's 5 hours, and he was still shouting at people, and I went, "Wow!" I was like, "He's been
yeah.
shouting for 5
I was
hours."
arguing with him for about 3 hours, man.
Yeah, that's mental. I think I jumped
About
on
his
at one
leg,
point.
man. Because he's
Yeah,
so he'll tell you everything else, but like you ask him how he did it to his leg, he's like vague, man. He won't give you the story.
mm,
You know what I mean? He was in a
yeah,
tent
yeah.
and a tree fell on him, and he was stuck for 5 hours apparently.
To be fair, his leg is mashed up. But I
Yeah.
don't think it was a tree. I just don't.
And by the way, man, this was the contention of it last night. Like he said he's paralyzed, right? But he says he can feel he's inflamed, like he's swollen, inflamed. So if he can feel that in his paralyzed leg, it ain't paralyzed, is it?
Mm.
I
No,
don't know.
it ain't, is it?
I don't know. Don't people say it's like when people know have amputated legs or limbs? Can't they still
No, but
feel
that's
it?
first. When you first,
That's phantom pain from your nerves. Mm.
And they
it goes
actually
away
say they can
after a
feel
bit.
it on.
No, I don't think it ever goes away.
No, it stays there with
It
them.
does.
That's the horrific thing.
Because
It never goes away.
it's not like a mental thing. It's actually like where they've split your limb. The nerves are still there, but they just like tuck them in, so your nerves are still active. Like so, your
Yeah, but you
body
don't feel it over time. It does like subside, like because you're used to your leg being there. Like,
I don't think it might not be. I don't know. I haven't lost.
No,
a
it
limb.
just lasts for.
no, I'm just thinking in my head, like it's got it over time. Like you're gonna know
24/7 pain sort of thing. I think it's sort of like you'll get like shooting pain or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh fucking hell, but you can't do anything about it.
Oh, it lasts, Craig. It does. Suppose it's down to the individual. Some people
no,
last
but
for
like
so
how
long.
about swellings and fuck it, sorry,
Look, the thing, what is your nerve ends?
inflammation.
Don't forget, your nerves are attached to your brain. It's like when people have that, which sounds so bizarre, but it's a torture to them. They have that alien limb syndrome, which must be hell to live with. Where
So
they'll
how come
actually
you can
think
like
their arm or their leg doesn't belong to them, and the only thing that will save them is by amputating that limb, and it's a completely
No.
healthy limb.
you know if someone is paralyzed from the waist down, or they can't feel a thing, man.
Yeah, but that's
On the
different.
leg.
It's just like it's different because it's like if you've damaged, if you like lost a limb or you've like seriously damaged the limbs, your nerves might still work, but the
Yeah.
rest of the part of it won't. So you'll
All
still
right,
feel
then.
the pain.
Get
You'll
out
still
of
feel
this one then. He was hobbling around, man. If he can walk around, like, and he was just using it for, like, stability, like limping. Like,
No, you couldn't
nah,
do that
man.
if it was paralyzed. No,
He got
it
up
was just
walking around the
frozen.
bedroom, man. Lifting weights and shit.
Oh no, you couldn't. You
Mm.
couldn't.
I
So,
don't
Standing up, lifting
I don't
weights,
think it's
man.
as
On his
bad as
paralysed leg.
thingy, but they would nerve damage is serious. Do you know what I mean? Like if he has got nerve damage, it probably does fuck him up, and that probably does hurt him. But it is sort of like
Jimbo the Bull, man.
Right.
He knows what it's all about. Listen, look what he's
I've
written.
got spinal stenosis. I have a disc touch in my spinal cord. I have no feeling in my left leg, and it falls sporadically. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I imagine what happened with
Mm.
something like that. You couldn't
I
rest on
just
it.
want to
Anyone
know how
could.
he did it, man. That's all.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't believe the tree story myself, but it is what it is, isn't it? Big up
'Cause it's
Jane,
like-
saying hello. Big up Jane.
Do you ever have
Well,
a?
it's because
No, when you have
he
Hey,
wants
well, wait a
sympathy,
minute, Craig.
right?
Wait
And
a
if
minute,
we
Craig.
knew the
Wait a
real
minute. Hey, well,
story,
there's going to
we
be a
wouldn't
fight
get
now.
it.
There's going to be a fight to try and get. See, just this. Oh. Anyway, no, it's like when you get pins and needles in your leg and your leg goes to sleep. You try to walk. You can't do it, can you? You're just like, oh. So I'd imagine you couldn't actually put any weight on it.
You know, I've got pins and needles
needles
where I cut my tendons in my left hand. Like when I touch it, like it feels weird. Like I've cut the nerve there.
I
So I
don't
know
think
what
any
you're talking
of us
about.
would be able to diagnose him. Do you know what I mean? We're not his doctor. We've not seen his medical record, so I don't actually know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how bad.
I ain't diagnosing him. I'm diagnosing him as a bullshitter, though.
Huh?
I'm diagnosing him as a bullshitter, and he won't tell the truth about how it happened.
He definitely does waffle, mate. Yeah, but it's we don't actually know how bad it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it could be. But like, I think he's done it in a stupid way, right? And he won't get any sympathy if he tells the real story. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think he's probably done it in a way where people go, well, you shouldn't have been doing that anyway, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the only thing I
have
against, do you remember when he was selling pharmaceutical drugs? Now we could end up killing someone doing that.
Offloading him to Monk, were he?
Yeah, so that's the only thing I really didn't like. But he used to be okay when
he's got history. He's got history with Paula Benny as well with his tablet fiasco.
With 99% snitches, and then you're coming on here trying to sell drugs. It's not really going to end well, is it?
No, it's not. It definitely isn't. Oh, and I heard Kev. He's going to actually, unalive people. He's going to unalive people.
And he's the biggest crap talker on online. He acts like, I don't know. It's almost like Steven Seagal level. You know, like he's like, oh, I'm the master of thingy, but he's just absolutely useless in a real world situation.
Like Frank Dukes.
Well, that's what I said to you, didn't I, Bibby, before? To me, I really genuinely thought he was a joke channel. And when he kicked off at you, I thought, well, why is he kicking off? Doesn't he want people to laugh at him and jeer him? And then you and Kelsey told me, no, he's being serious. I thought, sure, did you go?
I remember, man, his first meltdown, Kev's first meltdown. I was like, he was late, and I was up watching it at the time, man, and I made a video of it.
It was like 2 a.m. It was like 2 a.m. and he was threatening to kill me. I was thinking,
yeah, man. Proper psycho.
But I tell you now, he shouldn't kick off like that because that's what people want. That's what people want to see.
To be honest, I think that's all he's good for now. He's cemented himself as a lolcow.
But what he'll find,
he's a wrong un, so he's not really going to get any real sympathy from anyone because he is a proper wrong un. Either way, he talks about women, the children, like he is the disabled.
And he knows right from wrong as well. So there's no he's got something wrong with his head. There's none of that because he knows right from wrong.
Anyone that covers their dirty tracks knows what they're doing.
Yeah,
That's as simple as that. But
that's
yeah,
it. That's the old saying. What was the old saying? If you
That's
the
how it
judges
works in
used-
court.
the
Like the site.
judges, the judges used to say this: if you try to cover your tracks or try to lie about what you've done, not cover it up, you're fully aware of what you've done is
yeah,
wrong.
100%.
That's it. So it's a Carl Douglas Kung Fu Fight
It's
song.
the insanity play, eh? Like that's what like they look for if you've done that.
When he is arrested, and it's not an if, it's when. It really is. When he's arrested, he will play the I don't know what I was doing. I can't. I'm whatever. I've got this.
Mentally
I've
ill.
got that. But then when people ask him, I don't think he's actually got any serious mental illness. I think he's just a bit low IQ. He's just got a bit of a low IQ, but he's not like a moron or anything. He is just
No,
he's just a bit low IQ. I don't think he's got any serious mental because you ask him. Well, I've asked him, hundreds of people ask him, "Are you autistic? Have you got this? Have you got?" And he goes, "Nope, nope, nope." I think he just is a bit dim.
He's naive, isn't he? That's what he comes across as, naive. I mean, if he couldn't see where people would find what he was doing funny, you've
But
got to be totally naive.
he's not as dim as he makes out from what he
That's
puts
what
online.
that's
He's
exactly
not
what
as
I
dim as
think.
what he puts out online, because I've seen him when he's having a conversation with someone, he can just snap out of it. But when he wants to, when people are like harassing him or something, he'll go, and start playing the victim and play up the stupidness like he don't know what's going on. You can't be that deceiving or like that manipulative and be like a brain dead at the same time, sort of thing, and not know right from wrong. You wouldn't be able to play up on people's emotions and know how people's emotions work and how to get away with things.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
thought I liked older women, but like fucking hell. Sorry, but he's been pictured with like grannies and the rest of it. You know what I mean? What the
He
hell?
likes
Swinging?
vulnerable women. That's what he's
No.
is.
Did
It doesn't
you
matter.
put that? Did you
Doesn't
put the
matter
picture up,
what
Billy?
thing. Huh?
Did you put the picture up of him like with the old age pensioners, like at the swinging party?
Yes.
Oh, we went to
Yeah,
a swinging party.
yeah, but there was all old man, really old though.
He was sitting in his pants. I'll just describe it because I'm not going to show you because you'll
Nah,
lose your
I
mind.
remember.
You'll lose your mind. He's sitting with, I would say, minimum 80, and he's in his pants and he's kissing one of them, and they're all and their hands are all over each other. It's graphic without being graphic almost. It's
So
yeah.
really, he's desperate for it.
He will
Must
take
be.
absolutely anything. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's a kid, if it's he doesn't care. And if the more vulnerable, the better for him.
Good God, not very nice. Not
He's
very
a horrible man. Horrible man. And the fact that people let him get away with it because he does this stupid act is like it almost makes you think you're stupider than him because you're falling for his lies.
Though, because do you remember how people were all
He
like,
might have
"Oh, go and do
fans
this
that think
thing"? Do you
like
remember
he
when he
does,
said? Do
and
you remember when he said he was going to meet people, and he set that thing up in the pub? But people were bigging him up, when "Oh yeah, we'll come. Oh, you've got to do it." I think people pretend that they're behind him, but they're setting them up for a fall. You know that way.
No, I agree. There's like I'd say 90% of the people that you think like they like supported him, they are like buddy trolling him. They're just sort of taking the piss out of him. But there is like there's a few people that do genuinely fight his corner and will get angry and then when I ask him, I say, have you ever actually watched him? Because you could sit on one live. You wouldn't even have to go through the back catalogue. I've shown however much bad stuff about him. You could sit on one live and you could think, yeah, he's a bit of a wrong un. One live, you could sit on there and think that. Because he doesn't really hide it. Or he tries to hide it, but it always slips out. Little things always slip out and you think,
he
that's
started saying weird shit as soon as he was on Video Jogman's channel. He started saying weird stuff on the live, if I remember.
Yeah, he did. He started talking about his swingers thing and stuff like that.
Yeah, so he's already like creepy.
He's told that story. Well, someone done a video of him where someone's saying, I hope it was a troll anyway. Someone came in and said, "Oh, I'm doing my SATs next week," and he went, "Oh, what SATs? Yeah," and he was like, and then it said, "I am 11," and then the next day they came in and he went, "Oh, hi." I think the counter's name was Shanice, and he goes, "Hi, Shanice," and then he proceeds to tell a story about swinging. No, there's an 11-year-old girl. He didn't block the girl.
No.
He's
Oi, Ben
he's
Pickett, man. I've heard you. I'm a
he's a
wrong
monster.
bro.
Huh?
Ben Pickett, Welsh Ben, man. I'm hearing things about that guy.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard a lot of shit as well, man. If
Anyway.
your mum's not going to come and say something,
What-
but let's leave it there. I know
you know.
Anne don't mind him, so I'm not going to start hammering him.
Yeah, I know. I know. I've spoke
Hey, well,
to
wait
Mum.
a minute, Craig. I've got to do something, Craig. See, Craig does things like this, baby. Craig does things like this. He knows what he's doing. Anyway, what I want to do is my beautiful mod. Of course you do. You robbed her, didn't you? You robbed her, baby. Robbed her without my permission. Hey, well, this
You
is
give
my
me too much credit, Anne. You do.
because I do. I naga her naga, but she really is a
Good girl.
she's a good little girl. She's a good little.
Could be lies, Ben. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Could be a good little girl. Could she? Can't.
Yeah,
Well, you won't
anyway,
see
Ben, this guy, Ben, man, this guy, what are we going to do with him, man?
Well,
Where do we find them? Oi, where's Dr. Rackpull? I hope he's all right, man.
I don't know. He was on
What's happened
BBC
to
yesterday,
what's happened to Rackpole?
Oh, Rackpull. I thought you meant. I was thinking. No, I was thinking of then.
Nah, man. I'm being serious here.
Will you shut up?
No, I'm being serious about Dr. Rackpull. I'm a bit worried because all his videos have disappeared and he's disappeared.
Slow down. It's just.
All of his videos are gone as well. I haven't checked his channel. I know someone said something about his like mental break or something along them lines. It was just off a comment. I didn't actually really think it, unless any of you have information.
On who?
Rackpool, what's happened to him?
Don't know. I got fed up with him one minute. He was all being nice to me and okay. Then he was kicking into me and I thought,
I don't care what you've ever said about me on here, man. I just hope he's all right, man.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Nice. It'll be all right. See,
you always expect that though, don't you? Because he goes, "Oh, I'm leaving YouTube," and he's done all this before and that, but you never know, do you, man?
But the thing is, right? Let's put it this way: he can give it out. You've got to be able to take it back. That's it. If you're going to give it out to people, you've got to take it back. There's no point saying, "No, I'm getting
it's called a response."
Yeah,
back and forth.
Because you get all the time, don't you, Craig? Because you say something about someone, you have an opinion, you get attacked.
If somebody's acting like a prick, man, and I'll point it out, how does that make me a prick?
I think Karma was the downfall of Rackpool when he got into the beef with Karma. I think Karma.
Yeah, because he's got all the receipts.
Yeah, he pulled out some very dodgy stuff about him, and then it just was sort of the end for Rackpool for most people. Anyway,
they had a massive argument back in the day, so he's got all this stuff. Carv, I love Karma Corner, man. He's gone.
He's one of the best on here. No, he's still in chats every so often.
He was on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Big up Karma if you watch him, man.
Yeah, big up Karma every time. Karma's one of the best on here. He really is.
Did you ever see the one when he cut into me, Bibby?
No, I don't think so. I know he calls you
I've
Uncle.
had arguments with him. me and Karma was going at each other.
Oh, you went mad at one point, didn't you? Well, that's because you said something about his dogs, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then
nah. That was that. That was before that. Yeah.
But
back in the early days of the dark side.
Shut up. He said, right. He said, see how anyway, Bibi. See, I'm telling Bibi what happened between me and Dr. Rackpool. Dr. Rackpool went absolute. Dr. Rackpool Carl McCorner went absolutely berserk on me, but I found it dead funny because he was really went off his nuts. And you know when someone makes you laugh when they get angry, I couldn't get angry with him. I just thought it was so funny, but he really, you know the way he goes, he rants. I can't take him seriously when he goes off on one. I can't.
I think he's just naturally funny anyway. So sort of
Yeah,
even
he's
when
got one of them comedy voices. He's got a comedy voice.
even when he's shouting about something, he'll throw jokes in. Like he is just naturally funny. He is. I think he probably would, even if he was going at you. But to be honest, I wouldn't want him going at me. Do you know what I mean? Like he's. Well, there's not that much really. Much
If you got
really tell me about.
so if you got nothing to hide,
Yeah,
like it'd be all
Yeah,
right.
there's nothing really for him to go. I'm not gonna no fucking boncy shit like fucking Rackball had. Rackball. He basically Rackball said something. And he went, "All right, here's all the receipts of you fucking being really boncy." It's like, all right, you fuck now, Rackball.
Baby, my poor darling mod is hearing your language. I don't want to be interrupted. I
was waiting for this, and because I thought, hang on a minute, man, is she just having a go at me for swearing or what?
Anyway,
you got Noxy, mate.
Let's hear it's a test. Is Sharon there? Hello, Sharon. How are you doing, Sharon? You're okay, Sharon? Love.
Why they let Ben pick his nose on here, man? Like to plead his case, like you know what I mean?
No, because Bibi will just want to be on the same panel,
right.
so we'll have to time it.
How about just for like experimental reasons, maybe?
No.
I'll jump off if you want him on.
No,
I'm not going to get into a shouting match with him.
No,
stay on. I choose you because I can understand you. I can understand him.
See, look at that. See, Sharon sneaked off again. I knew she would. See, she comes in, right? I had this out with her on Facebook. I said, I know you sneaked off the other day. As I coming in, making out that you're watching the show, and I said, then you creep off. She's done it again.
Remember that, Norris? Sorry.
Norris. I know what he said about Paul Venice kid. Oh, God, you had that.
I remember that.
Again, you know what? I don't know. Did he have a point? Though?
I don't know the exact quote, so
he was more or less saying that it wasn't a charity that he started up, Paul Venice, and he was more or less using his daughter to, get clicks and views.
That's I know, but like, how about now? Unless you've got 100% proof, man. Like you wouldn't say that, would you?
Well,
why has he even mentioned someone else's kids anyway?
Because what happened, right? Paul Venice, and I've always said this. Paul Venice knows what I think of him. I think he's a massive narcissist who goes fishing for compliments. He's got to continually have people complimenting him. And I think it's quite distasteful that a man with children comes on to Alive and starts talking about how he wants to unalive himself when he knows his kids could hear that. Take some bloody responsibility. If you want attention.
Short people tend to be like that,
But if he wants attention, go and put a dress on and a few feathers, go out in the street and dance about, and he'll get attention because that's what he wants. He wants to be told what a wonderful person he is.
Norris, say what he said, mate, and we'll discuss it. Go on.
Yeah, man. Is there something else he said, Norris?
I was on about.
It was about talking about
disability, and it was handed down from the parents.
Oh, I don't think.
Man.
I can't. I don't.
I nearly swore. I stopped myself from swearing. And how about that? I'm learning.
Sick in the head.
Well, I don't know. I can't remember him saying that. He may have.
No, he's ringing a bell, man. He's ringing a bell.
The man is one of the most vile. There is like bonces all over YouTube, and the man stands out where people. He's so like disgusting. Some of the things he says. He's threatened to great people and stuff. Like he's a horrible man. I'm just gonna. I don't want to start swearing. I'm really trying to hold
Video Craig, man, he made them sick jokes.
Oh,
Video Craig made them sick jokes, but he keeps doing them all the time, man. day after day.
Well, Bibby,
Benjamin
shall I tell you
Pickett,
something now?
that's
Just
stuff.
let me. I can make this off to Bibby. Bibby, don't you worry about your potty mouth, right? You know, Kelsey. She, oh, God, she was like a fishwife. She was crude, vulgar, no decorum at all. Just totally. I mean, really. Oh, I mean, you talk about. I mean, I hate using the term, but sink a state. One thing to that. And I offered out the kindness of my heart because I have empathy. I do. And I got her to the stage where now, if she has a curse word at all, she's swooning. She can't stand it. She can't stand it. So I'll do the same for you. I'll have you at that point. When you hear a curse word, you will absolutely be putting the back of your hand to your forehead, ready to swoon.
Yeah, I bet you swear like a trooper behind the scenes, don't you?
Big Mac, I know, mate, and I'm trying. I know Anne like doesn't mind him, so I'm really trying not to lay into him. But he's done some very sick stuff. He's a horrible man.
Are you talking about who are you talking about?
Ben, in your chat, he's a horrible man. The amount of things he said, his mum, like saying that he's a mother beater. I've never. Have any of your mums?
No, his own mum said he was a mother beater, man.
Yeah, his
His
own
own mum said it.
Have either of your mums just walked in and gone, "You're a mother beater" for no reason? No, they wouldn't do that.
No, that's true. No. There's got to be something behind it.
God, the idea, do you know what? The idea of any of your parents, even if your parents were horrors, hitting them was like, just wouldn't.
But they like Danny Christie when it was in the past. This guy's like still living this life now, man. Hey, Ben?
He's still living with her, terrorising her. He ripped off her door once, didn't he? Just ripped off one of the doors in the house. He's just
somebody sent the gas man round.
Oh, mate, he's just of some of the stuff I've seen him say to people. He's just rotten. He's just not. He's not got a nice bone in his body. He might play nice for you, Anne, but on other people's panels, he's not.
See, I don't watch all these, lives where people are kicking off and all that. I just don't watch. I'll watch yours, Bibbies, of course. I watch yours.
That's why he goes on all the obscure lives as well. I'll do, but like not for the reasons he does. He goes there because no one else will have him.
But I can't be putting up with this when people scream and it ruins it because sometimes they can have something good to say. But it's
I agree. It ruins the debate. I don't mind the debate. If someone says to me, "Oh, I think this," and then someone thinking, I don't mind discussing it with someone. But if someone's just going to scream at me about it, I'll just leave the panel. I'll just be like, "All right, there's no reason to continue this conversation. I'll just leave." Most of the time, anyway.
It's like what
the time I start raising my voice is if someone's doing it to me, man. It makes you react, doesn't it? That's the only time.
It is hard not to. I've had a couple of times when I've thought, I'm just going to go back at you, but it doesn't happen often.
It's a shame sometimes because I remember do you remember Lindsay Kilpatrick from the girls?
Don't have a clue.
Now we got on the wrong side. Well, I didn't go on the wrong side of her. She got on the wrong side of me because a whole channel went after me. This was when Exposure TV was really gunning for me, and I didn't know it was the sister at the time, was involved with Lindsay's channel and went after me as well. Now, I've always thought, me and Lindsay Kilpatrick, I know we could have got on really well because on a base level, one-to-one, I reckon she'd be great. She'd be great. But it's just that all ruined it. Do you know what I'm saying? Where I think if we spoke one-to-one, I'd find her great and she'd find me okay. It's a shame. It is a shame the way it happened.
I think people picked sides a lot on there as well. I think that's the thing. Someone would go, "Oh, you're friends with them, so I won't talk to you, or I'm going to harass you." It's very weird. It's like I would rather just be cool with everyone. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really, unless someone's a proven knobhead or something. Do you know what I mean? Then I'll be like, all right, I don't want to talk to you. But other than that, if someone seems cool, just because I talk to some other person, it shouldn't block you from having a normal civil conversation with someone.
I know we don't sign a contract, do we, when we're talking to like one group of folks? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you've signed your soul away to this group. Yeah, it's not doesn't work like that.
Anyway,
No.
did you hear
And
me
I
song?
like to float, man. Unless somebody's doing something wrong, I'll be as happy as Larry with somebody. You know what I mean? But I'll call something out, like if it's like on this corner, because that they ain't putting the video out themselves. So that's what I think. Because if they don't want no one to see it, they won't put it out, would they?
I think you could be a lot bigger, Craig, if you upped your setup to me. To be honest, mate,
I know.
I think that's really putting you down, like the camera to the screen sort of thing, because the points that you make, the points that you make in your videos are actually very good.
If he doesn't say "man" all the time after every sentence.
Yeah, I need some elocution lessons, Diane.
I'll give you elocution lessons. Don't you worry. I'll get you there, because you don't do it on my channel, thankfully. But
It's
you
just
see,
a hobby to me at the minute.
I know what is knowing someone. This is a well-known thing. Knowing someone repeats the same word. It might not be man. The other one, it's famous one in Liverpool. It's, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I know that you start hearing, you actually start counting them at the end of the day. Where when someone, you know, but it must be hard to get out of the habit, though. Must be hard, really, really hard, because you don't know you're saying it, do you? When you're saying it.
No, it's part of the vernacular.
You love that word, don't you?
Yeah, it's my new one. Like,
well, change man for vernacular.
No, I will.
I was, I was watching Jim Smith vernacular, and I thought vernacular. It was very good, vernacular. Then you see, so you change it.
How about like what's his name? Danny G keeps saying bro all the time. I'd rather say man than
that
bro.
That drives me, bro and dude. That really grinds my teeth together. It grinds my gears. It does. It grinds my gears.
Bro and dude are more American things, though, aren't they?
Why is that, Castro? Because I don't suck the cock rule. Is that the reason why? And you do. Sorry, Castro, the rapper, man. You're always in there like sabotage lips, man. Let's talk about Emma Cockrell's sabotage lips, shall we?
Anyway,
that's what it's blaming on it now. It's blaming the sayers for her lips. How about that?
Bibby, did you hear my singing before?
No, I didn't.
Would you like to
blaming the sayers for her lips?
A few seconds right here.
Everything is fine. You got your good things, and I've got mine.
Wasn't that lovely?
Yeah,
it was all right, man. Was she a fucking hamster, man?
Excuse me, will you stop? That's me. That's me.
Well, stop storing food in your cheeks, man.
That's me. And in the radiator. That's me. How dare you? I found those words.
Yeah, why in your cheeks sticking out like a foot? Like either way.
I found those lines very hard to learn. It was very complicated lines.
No wonder we're a mouthful of shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, shut your face, you. Shut your face. Has to bring it down, doesn't he? Has to bring it down.
No, look at the cheeks on her, man.
That's me. I'm in the radiator.
What's going on with your cheeks, man?
And in the I can't see my picture. There we are. Can't see me, Avi. That's me.
Yeah,
it's me. That is.
Yeah, and I'll keep saying, what's going on with the cheeks?
Never mind that. Never mind that. Anyway,
okay, we'll just skip over that.
Yeah, big up, Larry.
So, because
big up the cheeks.
Because he was going on about, wasn't he, about Emma? Oh,
yeah, I was, man. Because it's a comical story. She's blaming so and so for her lip.
I know. Who did her eyes then? Because they're pretty weird at the same time.
I know. It looks like a cat, though. Like it looks like they've been stretched, like from the back of her head. And what, Craig? You should get a set of dentures for my forehead. It's very spacious. But how would they fit, bro? Bro, hey.
Kelsey's been around.
Gary Fearon. That's one of the worst, like, insults I've ever heard. You're so low. You should get on your belly right now and crawl in the dirt.
Who's this? Who are you talking
Gary
about?
Moron. Gary Moron.
Why,
Oh,
what's he said?
Fearon, sorry.
What's he said that's so
He's on
horrendous?
about me teeth. He's on about me teeth.
Oh, don't talk about teeth. You know, I had one missing from it just had one tooth missing at the front and it was doing me head in, so I got it done. But what they do, so it's like file the tooth next to it at the back and then stick it there. It's not like it's screwed in or anything. They just like cement it to the other tooth to hold it there.
Do they?
And
Ah.
he said it will take time. You're getting used to it. It feels like you've got, if you ever had, imagine chewing it. You know when you're eating chewing gum and you push it up against the back of your teeth?
That
Can you
was
imagine
quite
when you
good,
do
Gary.
that? That's what it's like continually all the time. It's so annoying.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, I've had that, like, feeling in me, like cement feeling kind of thing. I've had that.
But this
Because I did
doesn't
have
come
teeth
out.
once. But
This
guess what,
stays
man?
in.
You know, when I had perfect teeth before I lost them. And I ain't just making that up. I had perfect teeth. And, like, yeah, I first lost my first two being punched, man. And then, like, until when I started drinking cider, sugar, man, the sugar does it, don't it?
Mm.
Why not
Oh,
just get metal teeth instead of spending thousands on fake white ones? I'd just go full. I'd just go
I
full.
don't spend
metal
any
teeth,
money,
I'd just go
man.
for the jaws.
These are NHS specials.
Oh right.
I don't have to spend any money on them, man.
I couldn't get those Talky teeth. I think they look horrendous. They do. They look absolutely horrendous. They don't look.
You know why? Because they have them too white.
Like that. They're too white.
They're unnaturally white. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get. You might get that with a black person, because some black people have the most beautiful teeth. You know.
Say, yeah, Anne. Sorry to interrupt, but like Big Mac, like, look, narrative. Have you asked for Josh yet? What he want? He didn't give me anything to ask her. He just said, tell her to get in touch. So I don't know what you're on about, bro.
I don't know. Josh will have to get in touch with me because I'm not sure.
Man, oi, Jimbo, they're in use, bro. They're in use.
Minuse. What's minuse?
The minuse.
Loan you her teeth.
But yeah, I couldn't get those. Oh no, those teeth. But you know what
Jim,
it is?
Can I lend your penis pump?
Right. You know what it is about the Talky teeth as well? I've always said this. If you look at the people, the stars, they don't look as horrendous. They look more, even though the white and all this.
Yeah, because they didn't go to Turkey to get them, did they? They got them in America.
They got them done by professionals. But when you go to these Turkey ones, I mean, you only have to look at JDP. They don't fit his face. That's why he's. I bet he dribbles. I bet when he wakes up in the morning, his pillow slip is full of dribble.
He definitely got the horse size ones, didn't he? I think they made a bet. They was like, all right, we reckon we can get the horse size ones in his mouth.
They're horrendous. They're just too much. I mean, make it suit your
face.
I've
just had a vision, man, of Anne like creeping into JDP's bedroom and like getting like a vial and stealing the drool. It comes out of his.
I can assure you, JDP.
There'll be no use in cloning him, will there?
You're going to cast a spell on him, are you?
Like Hex.
JDP does absolutely nothing for me, I can assure you. I know he likes me. I know he's got the hots for me. But, well, everyone does. I mean, let's face it. In my world, everyone fancies me. But I can assure you, oh, no, it's not my type. It's not my type. And he's going to have stinky breath. I know he's going to have stinky breath. Go on, what?
If JDP is watching this, man, because he was accusing that guy, like Jimmy Newman, of being behind the channel that was putting his dad in there and that. And you know what I mean? He forgets, man. He was having an argument with a guy called Liam, who JDP had put his like dead dad up on his channel and that. But he once think, oh, that could be him. You know, just blame Jimmy. You know what I
You know
mean?
what, JDP just goes to ridiculous lengths when he tries to tag someone. It's like what he did today to Video Craig. He said, you know, because someone sent him what his face looked like with his original teeth. No kids on there, but because it came from a photo that had his kids on it, even though it wasn't showing his kids, that made Video Craig a danger. Let's use it that word, speedo, in other words. That's what he was saying. But as I said, what sick parent puts a picture up of the kids on the Facebook for everyone to see, then starts thinking, oh, people are looking at my kids because they want to do them. What's going through your head when you're thinking like that? I'm sure people put pictures of the kids up and they don't think, oh my God, someone wants to.
I think
know.
it was more of an excuse to
It
sort
was
of
an
try
excuse, yeah.
to try and like bully him to take the photo down. I don't know, because he had
Yeah.
no other
I
option
can
of actually
see,
trying to get him to take it
I
down.
can see from his point of view though. Like if you like,
No,
if
no,
you look at it
it's
right,
out there.
there's some weirdo on the internet. Like he don't really know, got pictures of his kids and that. You know what I
Well,
mean? That's
he
the
put
way
his
he's
kids
looking at
up
it.
there. If his kids are so precious and he's so concerned about them, don't put them on there. And
I do.
also they got the clip to get his face with the teeth. That's Bibby said it was just used as an excuse. It's like he's always
His
accused
teeth
me.
weren't even that bad. There was a bit like crooked, but like they weren't
If
exactly.
someone actually put something of his kids up, then yeah, I would say like that is fucked up, and whoever put his kids up, they deserve to get hammered. But no one actually put his kids on blast or anything. So
No,
Exactly.
they didn't. But
He
I
was
mean,
on about the people who looked at it, were he?
well,
That
don't
was
put your
where he
kids
was
up
coming
there.
from.
Don't put them up there if you don't want people
I
looking at them.
agree.
Simple. Or
I'm
do
just
Michael
explaining
Jackson.
why he got angry.
Oh, I
Why he
know.
said he was angry.
I know I'm not getting at you, but or do a Michael Jackson and make them wear masks if you're that terrified. That's all that you'd have to do. But it was just he
They
went
got
too low
blanket.
with that. He went too low with that, definitely. I thought that was going too far the way he said that. But everyone's pervert to them. And do you remember when he was saying that me and you were at it together? Good God.
Yeah. He loves that
yet,
one.
baby, right, get this. He was going on about Craig, right? Have I ever asked you to meet you in person, Craig?
No. How would you,
No.
man?
Who was the one that was
we only
asking?
talk on
Who
here.
was? Hey,
We
well,
only
wait a
talk
minute.
on
Who was
here.
the one? Hey, well, let me get the sentence out. Who was the one that was saying he wanted to meet up with you?
JDP.
Yeah. So who was wanting to have some,
Exactly.
bum
Yeah,
fun?
yeah.
I think JDP. If it wasn't me, tell you now, it certainly wasn't me. See, you should be honoured that look, you've got him and he's ready to.
I don't care. I love it. I get like comments, people going on at me for coming on this live. Right. I don't care.
Oh, I
You know
know
what I mean?
you'll get loads. I'm absolutely hated by them. It's because do you know what it is, baby? It's because you see, you come on my live, it means that you're someone who's quality. Because I dismiss the rabble. I dismiss the comment. It's like, be gone.
I like looking at both sides. Like I don't just stick to one side and believe everything. I like to get about and hear what you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But the
I
opposite
don't engage. You see, I can't engage with people like that, and that's why they're jealous of you, Craig. And you find that, baby, they'll be so jealous. Why has Anne got baby on? What's wrong with us? Why can't we be on? See, that's it. That's what you'd have to put up with now.
That's what's wrong with Jim.
With Jim. Oh, don't mention him again. Good God. Good God. He's obsessed with me, the man. Totally obsessed with me. But I can understand it. I mean, I suppose if I wasn't me, I'd be pretty obsessed with me. That's what, I would do. Because I am someone, that is interesting. Dare to say it.
Do you think Jim's got an
aura about me. An aura about me that drives men mad. It just drives them mad. It does.
I've never looked at his Jim's channel. I've seen him on panels. Is he really
do you
not like
think Jim Smith's got an alter ego, like he dresses up and stuff?
I think it's a definitely does. Definitely does. He goes around the house, say, with his suzzies on and suspenders.
I think so.
And a wig, an ill-fitting wig. He definitely does. He used to love me. Do you remember that? It was me number one fan. Yeah.
He's admitted it as well. He's admitted it.
Jingle Jangle Jim Smith. He went mad when I first came up with that. He called me Jingle Jangle Jim Smith. That's because of that thing he put out. He put out today in post, didn't he? And I said, "Wait a minute. That's like that sounds like you're saying that you've had predator hunters at your door." "Ooh, he's calling me Jingle Jangle, and the whole. Do you know what?
I
It's
can be on a
surreal. It is.
live with Jim Smith for like ages,
I
right, and not talk about you, right, and we'll disagree on something, and he'll go, Terry, tackle. You keep
yeah.
doing on that live,
He's
you know what I
obsessed
mean?
with me
And that's what we
genitalia,
do.
obsessed with genitalia. But you know what, baby? Right, I've had whole channels coming after me. They really have got that obsessed by me, and they just all come on. And it's like, my God, I wish I could meet someone as fascinating as myself, because they absolutely, whatever I enrage, and I don't know who half these people are. I'm thinking, who are they? They just go on and
Yeah,
go
but I
on.
think that's the way of the world. When you start doing well, or if you're doing well, then people will
It's not even
go
that I'm
against
doing
you.
well.
People,
God, my,
people love an underdog, but as soon as you
yeah.
actually start getting anywhere, people just want to
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
stomp you out.
that's
I
it.
think what
If you start
I,
getting above your parapet, like, man, then they're
Mm.
right there to finish it for you. And anyway, I've thought of something else we hadn't spoke about tonight. The honest truth, Bobby.
I haven't
I'll
watched
see
it
you've
in a
been
while.
giving him some stick. I do like Bobby. I was going to leave a comment, but I thought
Nah,
there's no point.
Bibby, can I
There's
be
no
honest?
deep. Yeah, go
Can
on.
I tell you why I'd made the video? I was going to
Yeah, go
make
on.
a video on him, right? But like when I said the end, when he said like, you can buy me a coffee if you want. It's all about spreading the awareness. Like he ain't spreading no awareness anymore. So I had to call it out.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, he's left the dark side. Yeah, fair play.
But he's
Yeah,
still asking for
I
a
do like
coffee about
Bobby.
spreading
Either
awareness.
I will go in there and to him, and I will take the piss for the bean can thing, because it is funny. But I don't agree with people saying he's like a sexual predator because he pissed in a bean tin
No,
or something. Like it's just
No,
that is
he's
just
not
not
a
the case.
predator. He's not a predator.
Yeah, but that's how people treat him. They call him like Bobby the Beast, and it's like really it's really weird. But like it was just
I
a
only
fun.
say he
It was
pissed in
to
a
be honest, it
bin.
was a funny moment. I still laugh at him and take the piss out of him for it. Like I like Bobby, and I'll still go in there and call him, talk about the bean tin and like laugh about it with him. But
It's
yeah,
obvious he ain't got a wrong, and man. He's got
I
like a
know he ain't.
family around him and stuff. That, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like,
He's a
but
good
he's still
man.
a
I do like
weirdo,
him.
man. He
See, the
still
thing
comes
is,
across creepy. You know, when he like
I
smiles down the camera, like pretending to be over
no,
nice,
what I
man. You
can't
should
get.
put it back a bit, man.
No, what he wants to do is stop this forcing this old Yorkshire bumpkin accent, because it is forced. I'm sorry. I'm old.
It's cringe, man.
People haven't spoken like that. When I was young, Yorkshire people didn't speak like that. You're talking about maybe
Watta.
in the 20s, what that, and I think it isn't. And that way you really, I sounded like a Pakistani then, didn't I?
Yeah.
But no, it forces the accent and it sounds false. And so it's like, drop the accent, just speak normally. Because when he had his first channel and they were going after me, I tell you now, I didn't hear all this what that and all this and D and all that business. I think he's not old enough. He's trying to be an old Yorkshire, I say, granddad type.
You know his
But
nasty side though, Diane. Like, you know,
oh Christ, I do. Unfortunately, I do, and that can be a barrier at times between me and him. I mean, I appreciate what he did. He said, I'm sorry. He said I didn't know what I was getting in for, or he didn't think it through. It got out of hand. But it was pretty awful. When you saw it happening, Craig, didn't you? It was pretty awful. It went to low, very, very low. Very low. I mean, I wouldn't think of saying things that were said to me on that show and about my worst enemy. And I mean that honestly, I wouldn't say it about my worst enemy. But again, that's the past.
I haven't seen any of this, so I wouldn't be able to comment on it. But all I've seen from Bobby
it's
is
been a
just
while, but I remember
he's
saying,
just a
Oh,
nice old bloke
it's
that
on
likes
me.
to drink.
No, what is it's on me? I have a BitChute channel, and he annoyed me one day by saying something. So I thought, right, I'm putting these up. He didn't think I had the videos, and I said, I'll show you the what I used to have to put up with, and it's horrible. Literally, the channel was started up. I mean, not dishing up the past here. I say he's a changed person. He's all right. I don't hold it against him. But what I'm saying is that his channel was started. The only reason he started, like Jim Smith's was, I get people creating channels just to attack me.
Big up, big nuts. I'm sure someone said something about it to me before, but I've never seen it myself.
But it's
So
the past.
I can't comment on something I haven't seen really.
Oh
So,
no, not expecting.
I'm being honest though, like Bobby was like way more like venomous back in the day. Just take my word for
I'll
it.
say feminist, very feminist. Very. It's
You know what I mean?
that's why I can't marry the two up. I struggled. I thought, wait a minute, the Bobby I experienced, and I'd never done anything to him, baby. That's the God's honest truth. I didn't even know who he was. And next
That's
thing,
why I like. I'll get on with Cass. I know you don't like Cass. Casanova,
Cass?
you know that guy, right? But he don't pretend to be. He don't pretend to be like a good guy like Bobby does. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
but what he pretends to be, he's got a natural obsession. I mean, I can understand Bobby, that Bobby's moved on. In a way, I can understand. Well, I can't understand, but Jim Smith would just get on with it because Jim Smith's just now drunk. That is obsessive.
He only started on you because of Julie's day and stuff. I think.
Nah,
That's
he
what
says
he said
that.
to me.
He says that. He says that he started on me because of Julie's and all that. No, he started on me because I kicked him out with live one day. That's why Jim Smith started on me, because he was putting it down. I was fed up with every time we'd be having a light conversation. I'd just see this comment putting it down on it. And I thought, this is just one Debbie Downer. Get lost, get a life, whatever. But he was saying, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be picking on a bloke picking on two women. I don't think so. I think the way, I won't even get into it, but let's put it this way: if I had me say on Julie's and Cindy, especially Julie's, and if you've got nothing good to say about someone, don't say it at all. So I'm going to say absolutely nothing at all about her or the mate, Cindy. Just not going to say it at all. So that's an end of that. But he forgets. Look at the women he's gone for. Yes, women who were nearly killed by a man. Nearly killed.
Got Mandy and Big Nuts, both, yeah.
Nearly unalived by her. I'm talking about Lindsay. She had a horrible experience. Don't care what Lindsay said in the past or whatever. She had a horrendous experience, and to have that dragged up and mocked and jeered, nah. So if anyone's attacking women, it's not me. It's Jim Smith was. But anyway, hello, Mandy, darling. How you doing, sweetheart?
Right,
How you doing? What's going on there? What's going on? Who's playing? Oh, that's a weird sound going on there.
That's me typing a message to someone. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were actually doing something.
Doink, darling. Doink the plan.
Doink the plan.
Pick up Donk.
Yeah,
anyway,
man, he was a wrestler when I was a kid.
Do you want to pop on for 5 minutes, Mandy, before I pop off? I'll be closing up soon.
Well, I'm you, Russian. Is your name Popov?
Who? Oh, Popov.
Yeah.
See, Bibby, he's a natural. He's a natural, isn't he, Bibby? He's a natural entertainer, isn't he?
He's good. I do like it. I do like Craig. He's funny. I take the piss
No,
out
is
of
that
him
the real honest
chats,
truth?
but he is funny.
No,
that is it. No, I don't read the end part. Should I say?
See, here we are. Mandy completely ignoring me. I bet she's gone away. I bet she slipped off like that Shannon one. Sneaked off.
It's something he'd say though, Bobby, like, sorry I'm late. Love it.
Yeah, but he wouldn't say, sorry I'm late, me lovely. He's had a pee upstairs.
No, I said, Mandy, do you want to pop on for 5 minutes? I'll be closing it down soon. I'll be winding it up. But do you want to pop on, say hello? Say hello to Bibby. You know Mandy, don't you, Bibby?
Yeah, I've seen her a few times, spoken to her a few times as well. She's nice. Yeah. I do like Mandy.
You spoke to Bibby like a baby then. You do know Mandy, don't you, Bibby?
Don't push it. Don't push it. I mean, don't push it. She's yeah, go on. Well, depending when she agrees to come on, she's okay. We'll leave her at that. She's okay. Let's leave her at that.
Probably my fault, man.
Oh no, I'm okay. No. Oh, you're snubbing. You're snubbing, are you? Oh, get that? Oh, you're offered to come on and you snub me, don't you? Who do you think you are, madam? My God, do you see what I have to put up with? See, this is what Kelsey was like in the beginning. So I'll have to start trading this one up next. Won't I, Mandy? Yes, I certainly
We got
will.
some Talky.
So anyway, come up with something to. Oh, don't think you can get round me with that. Don't think you can get round me by sugaring the plum, as they say. Or do they say? I might have made that one up, actually. I think I very well did make that saying up.
Stop sugaring the cereal.
So we've got to have something to close the show down with. So come up with some. Hey, well, Bibby, you pick a subject because Craig's leading the way. Yeah.
I don't know. You could play a song out, couldn't you?
No,
Play
we
some for the people.
Nah, it's got to last longer than that, man.
No, something to a discussion. A
A
discussion.
discussion. Yeah. I'm happy to talk about anything, but you can pick what you want to talk about. I've pulled a blank.
What do you think about Hedgehog Man's new boxing venture?
Don't know he had one.
Yeah, he ain't doing pay-per-views or anything, but
it's definitely picked a random couple of people to start the boxing journey. But
yeah. You got
Why
to start somewhere, like he
if-
said, man.
Yeah, if he's gonna start holding fights for the dark side, yeah, then it will be a good thing eventually. But picking two bagheads to begin with is probably not the best idea. But yeah,
No.
it is what it is.
I know.
Why? Who's it?
It's a good idea in general, like to get like all of these people that shout to each other on the dark side, like actually giving them a place to fight.
Yeah, you know, Dimitri, I think he's got more heart, right? But like, I worry because he's in the grip of addiction, probably still at the minute.
So he's going to have
I worry
Dimitri.
about that.
Dimitri's going to be having a fight with who?
The Biz.
The Biz.
Oh,
I've heard of the Biz, but I've never seen.
Yeah, watch him, man. Think about Danny Christie when you're watching him. You know that whistle. Think about Danny Christie when you're watching him.
The Biz is just a knobhead, and there's no point even watching it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Craig's well and truly covered him. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna watch Craig's Craig.
I do know him. I've watched him, but I don't know what he's about. In other words, I have seen him, but I don't know what he's about.
He
started on me first, baby. You know that, man.
He was a crackhead animal abuser, and now he's back in the shadow boxer. He was back in the shadow boxer, and he's like, and he's up Craig's arse. I don't know why Craig is giving him the time of the day, but Craig makes his own choices. I'm sure he's got a plan, doesn't he?
Well, Craig doesn't have. I've said this before. I'm not saying that.
Who the hell, does the podcast before anybody knows who the hell they am?
Let's shut up, bleeding, rent him out off.
I agree, though. I do agree with what Craig said. Like,
yeah,
who is he to have a podcast about him, sort of thing? Yeah.
I think what it is, it's I've said this about Craig before, Video Craig, and I've said it to his face. It's a matter of, to me, Craig doesn't have a moral compass. He doesn't have an empathetic skull. He can feel sorry for someone, or he can have empathy, but he doesn't have a moral core. And that's why I said to people, don't be shocked that he said what he did that day on that stage about those girls. I said, don't be shocked, because I said he wouldn't recognize that as anything to be empathetic about. I said that's the way his brain works, so he won't think logically in that way. He won't make a moral judgment in that way.
But I don't. I've heard the full story from him. It wasn't like he just walked on stage. They said, "All right, everyone leave now, unless you're going to tell the the worst jokes possibly you can." So he went out there trying to be shocking. Yeah, like that was the actual story of the thingy. Like people just think he just walked out there and went, "Oh, I've written this down. This is what I'm going to say." It was like, this is out time. This is the most horrific stuff possible. Like that was the thing of the night. Like it was like late at night, and then was like, this is the bad part now. So if you don't want to listen to it, go sort of thing. So all of the people in there weren't.
I've got to be honest, man. It sounds like you're wrapping bubble wrap around the story. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you what the full fucking story is. And
if you was there, man, fair enough.
I wasn't there, no, but he told me what the full thing is.
Well, he didn't.
He's
He
never
didn't.
sort of. He's never lied to me about anything. He's
Oh,
always
no.
been.
Nah,
He's
like
always
I
been
know,
pretty straight
like,
up
and
with
the
me.
thing is, he's probably been inspired by some other like edgy comedian. You know what I mean? And he's like said it, and it's gone down like a lead balloon, but not with a room, it seems.
No,
But
not
like
with
when
the
you look
room.
back at it,
No, but that's what I mean. That the room, if you actually watch it, the people were like, "Whoa," and getting involved because that was the thing of the night. It was only because it was sort of taken, and it was pretty fucked up. Obviously, I don't think
yeah, but
the
he
jokes
ain't
were
kept
fucked up.
doing it.
But
As you know
it
what
was
I mean?
for
It
the
shocked
thing.
me.
If you're
Shocked
going
me.
to an
I've
audience and then
moved on.
the audience,
Craig, will you let him finish his sentence for God's sake?
Empty your cheeks, man.
yeah, and
Go on,
if the audience wants to be shocked, like they're gonna get shocked, sort of thing. You're gonna say the worst things possible. It wasn't meant to be on the internet, exactly, Kelsey. It wasn't meant to be on the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
that's
for that night. You know, we're sort of, if it's taken out of context, then it's obviously going to seem horrific. Like they're not the
But you can't
feedback
take
of
it out
thingy.
of context, can you, baby? Let's be honest. You can't. You can't take that out of context. I mean, it's done. I don't believe in thrashing them all the time for it. It's done. You can't go back and undo it. But and also
I
then
don't
the
agree.
song.
I'm not fucking agreeing with it. I'm saying
Yeah.
like
Oh, I
I
know that.
don't agree with the jokes, but there is a sort of thing to it. Do you know what I mean?
And
There is
I know.
more to it than people like to let on,
Well,
sort of thing.
yeah, it was. But then he came up with a song, didn't he? The song was revealed, wasn't it? Which wasn't very pretty either. So
Yeah, but everyone's done for fuck shit, haven't they? Really? Do you know
Not
what I mean?
Not
everyone.
Craig's
No, I ain't made a song about it.
Craig's been nothing too nice to me, and he's not a beast or anything. Everyone acts like a thingy. There's
Nah,
a
I
lot
don't
worse
say that.
people on here to be angry with, and people are fine with sitting in shadow boxes chat or being friends
Yeah.
with fucking proper actual dangers to people. Like Craig is just
Bibby, can I just say
an
something?
entertainer
Right,
online.
like it was shock. It was shock to me. Like it was a shock to me when I first heard it, and when I'd heard it a couple of times. But like you can't keep going on about it over and over and over again. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
no,
the
that's
same with
Well,
anything.
why did you raise it,
Mandy's
Craig?
saying I like Craig. I like Craig as well. There's nothing. I don't have any problems with Craig whatsoever.
He's been
That's
horrible
right.
to me at times, baby. You know, he hasn't treated me right. He hasn't. It's that Craig, that video, Craig. I'm telling you, I could sit here crying the way he's treated me in the past. Yeah. I could weep. I could. The things
But
he's
that woman thing's a bit suspect. He must have had
hasn't he,
some
Craig?
major drugs when like that night happened with the bird, with the woman.
Hey,
Yeah,
come on, let's get off the
I
subject.
think that was so long ago though, and the woman, the actual victim of the thingy, has forgiven him. So
Forgive him,
like,
yeah.
so like, who are we to fuck it, like to keep
Exactly.
it going, sort of thing. If the victim is
Anyway.
absolutely fine with him,
I wanted to get, I wanted something upbeat, and you have to bring it down, don't you, Craig? You have to bring the level down.
give us a new subject then, Anne. Go on, give us a new subject, and we'll
him.
continue on with that.
Let's see.
Yeah, asking me like
Oh.
Have you
I
knocked him
didn't
off?
touch anything. He did that himself.
It seems a bit suspect, Anne.
No, it looked really sad. I didn't kick him off. I really didn't kick him off. He can find the link himself. He can go back if he wants to jump back on, but and it's soon anyway. Oh yeah, I've been to cinema. Well, the last one I went to see, Kelsey, was a Minecraft movie, which was really good. Have you seen that yet, Bibby?
No, I played the game, but I've never.
Oh,
I
the
didn't go to
film's
watch.
good.
I didn't go to watch a film. Tell me about it. Is it good or bad?
It's
What would your review of the film be if you had to give us
I've
a
done
review?
a review. I've done a review.
Oh, you done a review, yeah?
It was really, really
you
good.
know, get kicked.
Craig, no, I didn't kick it out. Swear it down. No,
I know, man.
what
Mad. It's happened a
I
few
went to
times.
see. I'm sorry to let him on now. Yes, be quiet. No, what is I didn't know anything about the game, so I went to see it, and Craig had said to me, "You won't understand what's going on," and I didn't understand what was going on in the film, but I went to see it in IMAX 3D. And the special effects were brilliant. Wasn't too impressed by the 3D. It was okay, but it was just so fast, so quick that you couldn't get bored with it. And the comedy, you could pick up on the comedy scenes. So it's really well worth going to see. Really well worth going to see. So I liked it.
I
Really.
thought it was going to be crap, and I was like pleased, man, when I left.
It was
Like,
good. Yeah, it is. It's so quick, isn't it? It doesn't give you the second to try and get bored with it because that just comes at you. But yeah, I really liked it. Thought it was really, really good. What's the next one I'm going to see?
I might give it a try then if you two both said it was all right. I might.
Nah,
might have
like
a
I
go.
was gonna take my I was gutted the other day, like, because I always take my kid to the pictures, man. Like, and Karate Kid comes out at the end of May, and I was gonna
Mhm.
take him to see that, but apparently his brother's taking him. You know what I mean?
Well,
Well, he
take him
best
to
take
see.
him before I want to take him because, like, otherwise I'm gonna be taking him. You know what I mean?
Well, take him
Why
to.
don't you take them both then? If he wants to go with his brother.
With them it's like a different relationship, but it's
Well, why
weird.
don't you? Here we go. Why don't you take him to go and see Lilo and Stitch? That looks good. That looks really good.
Yeah, I could do.
I'm going to see that with my mate. So that looks like a really. And then you've got coming up soon How to Train Your Dragon, the live action one, which looks brilliant as well. There's some good, I'll say some very good ones, but definitely the best one I've said this year, Craig, haven't I, that I've seen up to now. The most memorable one to me was this year. Flow. Oh, good God. But you have to be careful of that. You'll either be
I've seen
bored
the
with it.
trailer, by the way. I did watch a trailer, and
It's just so unusual because no talking in it. It's just animal sounds in it. And it's just one scene here, I suddenly realized, oh my God, this has got a message to it. And once you realize there's a message to it, it just suddenly changes the whole film and it becomes extremely profound, very, very profound. So, but of course, the one to wait out for, Craig, and I know you're eager and waiting.
Nah, can
eager
I
and
just
waiting.
say this though?
Hey,
My son's brother, right? He's like,
wait a minute. And you would do that. See what I mean? You go to say something and he's got to jump in there. Right. The one to wait for, baby, and I know you're eager for this yourself. You're waiting, is Wicked 2 at the end of the year. Wicked Forever.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm not.
yes,
I'm
you
not.
are. Yes, you are.
I don't really have the attention span for most films. Like
Hey.
unless someone tells me like a film is like amazing, or if it's something
It
I'm
is.
really interested in, I'll go watch it.
Hey, think Wicked is amazing. Wicked was amazing. Amazing. It's a brilliant film. So, I mean, look at
I
the
always
amount
think of Alphaba when I hear about that.
Alphabet.
So is Wicked like the prequel to Wizard of Oz?
Craig's covered
With-
that.
Here we are. Shut him up because he's going to start jumping down. So,
So
yeah, it's the prequel. It's how
I'm not.
it's how the Wicked Witch of the West becomes the Wicked Witch of the West, and how Glinda becomes the Good Witch of the North, isn't it? No, not the North, or is it the West? I get mixed up. The North, isn't it? Glinda. Get mixed up which compass pointer is, but it's how they become who they are in the film.
okay.
But it puts a sinister side to it. But when you go to see it, it's very, because people were expecting this woke thing. It was going to be all woke and all this. But you suddenly watch it and you think, it's the people who are the bad people in really are the woke people in it. And it's like, wait a minute. So this isn't this big woke thing that they were making out. And it's got some very strong things to say about human nature. Very strong things to say about it. So it's good from that point of view. It's very deep. But it's fun at the same time. And the music's great as well. The music's brilliant as well. You've been good, Craig. You haven't said it.
No, because I just unmuted myself. Well, I can be quiet, man.
It doesn't
really
sound
good
like
at
it's
that.
for me, to be honest. But no,
Don't
I
you
won't.
understand?
I'm not knocking anyone that does, but it's not for me. I'm not really a musical-y person.
Nah, no, mate. It's never really
Didn't you like
tickled my pickle.
Mm.
Didn't you like Glinda in her pink chiffon, her pink sheer?
I was
nightgown?
disappointed when I took my son to see the new Wonka film, man, and it was
Oh,
a
I don't know why they
musical,
made her
basically.
again. Why have they made that again? There's been too many of them. Too many.
Yeah, but it was a musical. I wanted to see, like, I thought it was going to be like the Chocolate Factory and all that stuff, like, but it was crap. Like,
Look, the first, sometimes I don't know why they make them, because the first time First one was the best one. There's some films you don't remake. They know never to remake Gone with the Wind. It's just not going to happen because it's too perfect. It's too brilliant. You're never going to do better than that. Another one, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. They remade that. It was a tragedy because it was the best. You had two of the greatest actresses ever.
I agree on that
Fantastic
one.
film. Definitely, it's a brilliant film, and they absolutely destroyed it by trying to remake it. The same with Willy Wonka, just leave her alone. The same with Jules, leave her alone. The Exorcist, biggest mistake ever would be tried to remake The Exorcist, the original film. It won't do better than it. Some
Yeah,
films are
man. The
just so
glass
perfect.
elevator.
Yeah, they're that perfect, you have to leave them as they are and never try to do it. So why they've done Willy Wonka again? It's like they
You know
tried.
what I think? You know, and you know where trying to recreate these films, like they'll never do it because I'm living in that time. You know what I mean?
But you can't
So
get the
them,
success. That's it.
you
You can't
can't.
get the success. It's like they'll never be able to make The Wizard of Oz again. Never. They just can't do it.
I wouldn't put it past them. They'll try.
They'll try. You can make sequels to it. I mean, the first, if you could call it a sequel, because there's no argument whether it was a sequel or not, but Return to Oz, the forgotten classic, which I say is absolutely fantastic, Return to Oz, which was completely different from the 1930s musical. But I don't know whether you've seen that. It was actually condemned for being too scary for children.
It's
at the
rare,
time.
like there's exceptions to the rule, but normally remakes
But I must say,
in statistics are normally worse than like the
oh,
Psycho
they
one.
are.
You see the Psycho remake with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
That is like it's got
some of them.
nothing on the original.
Sometimes they can do it, and it can be equally as good. Like they redid years ago, The Wicked Lady. Now that's one fantastic film. The original with Margaret Lockwood was brilliant. So you
I
thought,
don't
oh
know.
my God, they can't remake that. And then I think it was the 80s they remade it with Faye Dunaway. But Faye Dunaway was so powerful. It was just as good as watching the original one with Margaret Lockwood. So they can do it. They can actually make the film.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they did a good job with that one. Like when
Sometimes
they
they do.
remade that.
So do you go to the cinema, Bibby?
Not really. Not really, no.
It depends. I say it depends where it's from.
I wouldn't go unless I had my son. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Unless it's something like I'm really interested. If it was like, I don't know, if it was like a Star Wars film or something, or like a certain
Is
superhero
that
or
why you got
something.
the Boba Fett outfit on your
Yeah,
thing?
I like certain things. Yeah, look, no, I like
oh, there
certain
we
things.
go. Ah, well, Bibby, sometime I'll have to come on your pal, and I'll tell you what it was actually like to
Sometime
be
you'll
a
come on his what?
channel. Don't
Oh,
be discussing you. Don't lower the tone. We've got
Hey, on his
ladies.
helmet. Am you going to come on his helmet, Anne?
We've got Mandy and we've got Kelsey, ladies of quality and distinction, and Jane, ladies of quality and distinction in the chat. And you're talking filth like that. Anyway, baby, I will.
It's just double entendre.
I will guest on your channel. And what I'll do is I'll explain to you what it was actually like to be a kid when Star Wars was first released and the huge sensation it was, and what it was like to queue up, get in there, and see that film for the first time.
Yeah, I bet it was insane.
It
Yeah,
was the same with the
Oh.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well.
Oh God, don't talk rubbish.
Yeah, it was. Oh, there was
Compared to
everywhere,
Teenage
man.
Mutant, it was nothing like the bus that
Yeah,
Star
it
Wars
was.
created.
Yeah, it
Get
was.
out of it, Craig. The Ninja Teenage.
No, at the
Mutant Ninja
time,
Turtles.
not it they continue. It they like the fan base they continue, but at the time it was as big as it.
It wasn't. I can assure
Look,
you.
Kells is bang on. Films come on streaming services so quick after cinema now. It's easy to wait and watch it at home. Yeah, that is what I do
Exactly.
now. Like, I will just be like,
Yeah.
do I really want to see it right now? Or can I wait a couple of months? And if I can wait a couple of months, I'll just watch it when it comes out online.
And
I
sometimes
watched Terrifier 3, yeah.
and
I watched
the
first two.
screens are so big now, television screens. People don't. I mean, I'll go to see something if it's something like I went to see alien Romulus. And the reason I went to see that in IMAX because you want that big. You've got to have the big screen to get the effect of it and to be involved in the film. Another
Hmm.
one was
Be involved
Mufasa.
in the film.
But definitely a Minecraft movie. You need to see if you can see it in IMAX 3D, you need to see it in the full big screen like that, the huge screen. Same with Wicked. You have to. It loses a lot when you don't have that huge screen format. But that's when I'll go to see them when they're like
How
that. But
much?
an ordinary
How
film-
much do you pay up there? Like for one seat? Like
well, if I go to see IMAX 3D and you
yeah,
go on a, I think if you go on a save a day, you can get it for £15 a ticket.
that ain't bad, is it?
Not bad
If
at
it,
all.
how
And
about
you
if
can
it
get
ain't save a day?
if it's not save a day, it will be from if it's 3D, it'll be about £21.99.
That bad really? Because like it's like 40 odd pound where I live, like without all the IMAX stuff.
Yeah, so it's good that way. Well, we have we have IMAX, we have
For
laser,
me and my son, that is, by the way, but
and we
like
have X as well, X screen.
45 quid.
Yeah, we have all the screens. The only one we don't have is 4D. We don't have that. We have all the others. But Dingo's good as well. Laser is good. I mean, I went to see the Snow White in laser, and my God. But
What you
the
mean, snow
IMAX,
almost white?
well, almost white, not quite. But the colours were absolutely outstanding. When you see clips of it on the television and then you compare it to what it was like seeing it in laser, or the difference in laser, the colours pop. But we're really lucky in Liverpool because the
Why,
IMAX
like,
screen of
and be
laser.
honest, Harry, why
See,
couldn't they just use like a goth girl, like like one of them with
well,
the
never
pale
mind
skin?
about that. Never mind. It's done. It's
But why,
destroyed.
nah, but why change it
I
just to
don't
like
know.
appease
I don't
people?
know because they wanted to be woke. They want to be woke. You know what's like? It's stupid. They want to be woke. They've got to kick up the backside, which is what
I
they
wonder
need to
what
do.
they'd have to say if like there was a film coming out right with a white bloke playing Martin Luther King, man. I wonder
I know. I
what
know.
would that say, man?
But never mind. That's the thing. That's they're learning the lesson. I said this ages ago. If they don't put bums on seats, they'll soon change it. And that's what happens. If people don't go in and put the money to go and see it, it's same in the theatre. You can have all your wokey things which they're doing now. You've got all, women acting as
And
Scrooge,
social media as well, like because
and
people go into the film and they
Hamlet and
spread
all
it, like.
this, you've got all that happening in the theatre. I don't want to go and see a woman acting as Scrooge. I think it's trying to force a point over. It's trying to do it. To do it with the Shakespeare as well. They'll suddenly make Hamlet into a woman or make
What I don't
Prospero.
understand is with this woke thing, if they actually cared, like for new scripts and stuff, they could write in
Yeah.
new characters instead of replacing someone. Instead of just going, oh, all right, we need to fill a void or we need to check a box. They could write a good new character, and then that's a new
I mean,
revenue stream.
No, but
Instead
I'm
of ruining
sure in
something they've already
Hollywood,
done.
right, in their contracts that they have to like put so many like ethnic minorities in the film.
I don't know.
Like,
But
it's ended now under Trump, but before that, I'm sure that it was like, what was it called? Diversity, inclusion, or something. What? DCI,
something DI, I don't know, DI something or wasn't it? But the
DEI,
thing is,
or
right,
something.
if they don't put, I've said this about the entertainment industry, they've got to put bums on
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
I
That's what
saw
it is.
more like they've done it. They tried to do it in ballet, right? Scottish ballet, and they'll suffer because of this. Didn't want to do. They wanted to be careful, about having what was considered stereotypical characters in the ballets. Like you have the Nutcracker, you have the famous Chinese dance. Now they don't want to do that because it's very stereotypical, way stereotypical, that dance. So they want to change that. Then they want to change something else, but the audiences won't pay the money to see it. They're not going to pay the money to see it. And that's where it falls flat in its face. And the worst one that they did was, and they're a good company, the Scottish Ballet. They are a good company. They did Dosselmeyer from the Nutcracker, they decided to make into a woman. And it's like the women get all the best parts anyway. Why the hell are you taking one of the few male roles and changing it into a woman? You know, they're trying too hard and people aren't buying this crap. And there's one thing about ballet, you can't fake it. You can either do it or you can't, but you can't fake it. And you can't fool the audiences. So people can only ever get there on merit. So that's the way it goes. But they're not getting the money. Snow White has showed them they're out of the ways.
I'm
So they'll stop
surprised,
doing
like,
it.
if the same people that don't own everything else own the like Royal Ballet and stuff, all the same shady characters, like, you know what I
No,
mean?
there's not. The Royal Ballet don't do anything like that.
Nah, I bet who owns them?
No, the Royal Ballet. Show me where the Royal Ballet played the woke card.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, who
They
owns
did,
them?
and they did. They're worldwide, renowned all over
It
the world.
It rhymes with snooze.
News.
Snooze.
What are you going on about, Craig? You've lost me.
It rhymes with snooze.
Booze.
Mm.
What about it? Booze. What are you
See,
going on about?
I try and say something like,
I don't know what you're going on about. You just come out with
all right
private news.
then, them guys with the big noses.
Oh, don't be so bloody pathetic. Don't be so pathetic.
What, anti-Semitic, you mean?
Yeah, the Royal Ballet are run. Oh. Do
See,
you know
even
what?
Talky knows, man.
Please sympathize with them. Sympathize with them. I ask you, people out there, just
And on that
sympathize.
note, I'm going to jump off. Have a good
Anyway,
night,
Vivi,
everyone.
Oh, Bibby, I'm sorry if you're Jewish, bro, but like,
No, it's
just
nothing
got-
like that. I'm just going to jump off anyway. It
It
ain't,
is
ain't
Jewish. Have a
nothing
good
deep.
night.
I don't want to offend you, man.
No, ain't nothing
Anyway.
deep. All right, see you later. Have a good night.
Anyway, I'll see you, Bibby. Thanks for that. Thank you very much.
I
Anyway,
think he
you
might have been
little rascal,
circumcised, man.
you
I don't
chased
know.
him away. You chased my guest away. How could you?
What, is he
You chased-
Jewish?
I don't
Does he
know.
live in Tottenham by any
I don't.
chance?
Just shut up. You chased my lovely guest away. How could you? How could you?
You're
although
winding up now anyway, Anne. You know what I mean?
Don't you? So anyway, I'm ending it now, and I'll see you.
You only
next week.
did. Oh, you did 2 hours, man. You're a 2-hour woman, are you?
Now, there you go. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave people with an important, and watch this, Craig, an important thing about these kids. I'll put it up again for those who have seen it. So watch this as who actually got a cat, kittens, and killed 2 kittens, but tortured them as
Oh,
well.
again, they've got.
So
Tell the people though that they've got these cats in the duffel bag them carrying, because I don't know.
carrying, the carrying the duff bag. So anyway, thank you, Craig, and I'll see you next week. We'll do another live.
Sometime next week.
So I will leave everybody with this. The Metropolitan Police are appealing for information on these 2 individuals who are teenagers from Ruslip who tortured and killed 2 kittens. If you have any information, please dial 101, give them the reference number CAD 3355/03MAY.